What's up, fight fans? Fight fans, good morning to you. Beautiful Saturday morning out here in the DMV. Beautiful. Happy Labor Day weekend. Barbecues, everything. Don't be surprised if main man, made man crashing your barbecue. I need plates on deck. I need mine's already ready. You know what I'm saying? Hook a brother up. You know what I mean? All day. Man, look here, man. I get up on here today to check out some of the boxing headlines, and first thing that I see that comes across my screen is a video on Fight Hype. There's a video on Fight Hype. I will put a link to it in the description here. And it's basically like a debate between Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley. And they're having a pound for pound debate. And shockingly, Andre Ward's position is, Terance Crawford is the #1 pound for pound fighter in boxing. And he lays out his argument for such. And then Timothy Bradley, on the other hand, is saying that Terance Crawford, after Vasyl Lomachenko defeats his next opponent in Luke Campbell, which is sometime today, he will be #1 pound for pound. And then he lays out an argument for such. Man, what? I'm saying, man, what? Timothy Bradley is talking against Terance Crawford. Not to mention his argument is weak. I mean, super weak. You know, it's funny because now I got kind of like a little bit of egg on my face because I have recently been doing videos in my live stream taking up for the relationship of Timothy Bradley and Terance Crawford. And I've been telling people that no matter what you say as an uploader or as a journalist or whatever y'all trying to do, y'all will not create a wedge between Timothy Bradley and Terance Crawford. They love each other. They like brothers. Timothy Bradley had him living with him at one point in time. And then I get on here and I see Timothy Bradley saying that Terance Crawford ain't the #1 pound for pound fighter. And I'm like, huh? In his case for Vasyl Lomachenko, oh, well, no one has done it in so fast. You know, not to mention he was like way off in his information. Vasyl Lomachenko in his very first fight was a championship fight. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was his second fight. Oh, his next guy he about to fight, Campbell, had 5 gold medals. Well, Terance Crawford already beat a dude, Diaz. He was a gold medalist. You know, has Vasyl Lomachenko ever beaten a unified champion? The answer is no. You know, Vasyl Lomachenko is en route. This is what also what Andre Ward was saying. What up, though, Ronnie Boy Fresh? What's up with you? And Andre Ward was saying that, look, man, you know, it's not about, you know, all these numbers of short amount of fights. What Lomachenko is trying to do, Terance Crawford has already done this. But yeah, you got Timothy Bradley. Well, no, that ain't it, Dre. Lomachenko did it in this many fights, and Lomachenko, you know, he's about to go over here and be the 5 gold medalist or whatever he is. And I'm like, man, Timothy Bradley, you sound weak, bruh. You don't never go against the grain. That's your dude. How is Terance Crawford gonna feel turning on YouTube and the first thing he see is Timothy Bradley around telling the world that Terance Crawford ain't #1 pound for pound? How do you do that, bruh? Like, that's supposed to be your homie. Even, I mean, my deal is, even if deep down you feel as though, because I know what y'all gonna say, well, main man, made man is subjective. It is subjective. But when you have a personal relationship like Timothy Bradley and Terance Crawford has, damn that. You ain't out here, you stomping the yard for your guy at all times. You ain't out here like, oh, yeah, well, you know, yeah, well, Lomachenko's about to pass my guy. Say, that's the man's opinion. I get it, that's the man's opinion, Ronnie Boy Fresh, but that's like saying if me or you give an opinion, then that's saying, okay, cool. We got no personal relationship with Terance Crawford. This is the man that mentored Crawford. This is the man that literally took care of him and Crawford looks to for mentorship. The last thing that he wants to hear is his mentor saying, oh, well, you ain't #1 pound for pound. I'm sorry. Sean Newton, what's up, man? Lomachenko has done great things and is considered top 3 by most people. So this is back and forth about who is #1 is mean anything, just opinion. It is just opinion. I don't deny that. That's why I've always led off with this argument is always going to be subjective. But once again, the point that I am making to y'all is that it's subjective for me and you. It's subjective for everyone else. Timothy Bradley don't fall in that category because he has a personal relationship with him. This is his man. This ain't no, like, me and you having a debate like, oh, nah, bro, and this is my bro, that's like saying, like, I got a little homie who coming up in the ranks and he's trying to become a professional fighter. And he's trying to go for, to go to, am I going to sit back and tell people, oh no, there's another fighter in this area that's better than my guy? Nah, y'all, he should go pro first. Now, that's my man. Contract. He deserved to get in there. Ain't no, oh, I'm just going to take up for the other. That's your man, bruh. There's a code there. Man, y'all tripping, man. I don't know where y'all coming from with this. Timothy Bradley's subjectiveness can't be added into this equation because he has a personal relationship with him, man. That's his homeboy. Now, this man is trying his best to keep his name out there because they're trying to put Vasyl Lomachenko's name over his. To have his homeboy to do that, nah, man. He didn't say he was better. He said he was pound for pound number one. That's what I'm saying. That argument don't hold water in me, bruh. We all know for sure that I don't believe that Vasyl Lomachenko is number one. You can't be number one when you haven't done what other fighters in boxing has already done. You have yet to accomplish those things. You know what I'm saying? So no, I mean, every accomplishment that Vasyl Lomachenko has, Terance Crawford can match it, in accomplishments. But I can't sit here and say Vasyl Lomachenko has surpassed Terance Crawford in accomplishment. It doesn't, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. But like I tell y'all, man, Timothy Bradley, though, you don't have that right. That's why I respect about Andre Ward. Whenever they're talking about Shakur Stevens, given that he has that personal relationship with Shakur, he never likes to really speak on it much. He never likes to dwell on it. He doesn't do that because he knows people are going to look at the personal relationship that he has with Shakur, and he always removes himself. Like, he never calls Shakur's fights. He always kind of steps away from the commentary table. He knows it's a conflict of interest. And there's the same thing with Timothy Bradley. Here, in this case, everyone knows you have a personal relationship with Terance. So for you to come out there and do that, man, yo, man, that's still like throwing him under the bus. Lomachenko, not number one pound for pound with 14 fights and a loss. Yeah, exactly, bruh. Like, Terance Crawford ain't even lost yet. Dog, I have never desperation of people to put a fighter as number one pound for pound that doesn't deserve it as of right now. Look, he on his way. Is he top five? Maybe, that could be argued, yeah. But number one, get out of here, bruh. Get out of here. How fast he done all of this. You said it's a good point about how fast he done it. Man, but look, man, everybody knows the amateur fights, 396 amateur fights. Of course, he's been fast-tracked. I mean, he's been fast-tracked. You know what I mean? So what? Yeah, like I always ask y'all, we had this argument before. People were jumping down Tank's throat. Oh, he this and that. My question to Vasyl Lomachenko, where was Vasyl Lomachenko at the age of 22? Was he taking risks at the age of 22 that Tank Davis was taking while all the Lomachenko fans want to keep jumping on Tank's case? Did he take any risks at 22, or did he keep his ass in the amateurs? He took the easy road. He took the easy goddamn road. That's what he did. He stayed in the amateurs all them years, protected himself all of them years, and then he come out. And now he's fast-tracked. And just because Terance Crawford ain't been fast-tracked, y'all tripping. No, Terance Crawford did it the right way. He beat unified champions. He beat 2 divisional champions. He beat Olympic gold medals, and he was undisputed. Lomachenko got ways to go. Y'all tripping, man. It's not easy road fighting all the best guys instead of 20 bums. Man, come on, man. But he still did, and he prepared himself. He protected himself. You can view it that way, Sean. But you can also view it in a way that he hid out. 22 years. Tank Davis is a world champion. Say what you want. He ducked in Loma, whatever. Say what you want. But he's a world champion at 22. That's a mean accolade right there. And that's an accolade that Vasyl Lomachenko can never say he done. Never. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Let's make this make sense. Because he come out at 30 years old, already man strength intact, all the fundamental styles you can see of the world, and he comes out fast track, and everybody wonder why Terance Crawford. Man, get out of here, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Lomachenko lost to a boxer burglar. 10 losses. He not number one. Man, come on, man. Salute, Samuel Shaw. Salute. Come on, man. You can't have a loss, bruh. Man got a loss. Everybody want to throw in your face. Oh, he did it in 14 fights. But he got a loss in those 14 fights. Well, forget about that. You know, that don't mean anything. Oh, that don't mean anything, right? Y'all killing me, man. Then wouldn't get a man a rematch. Oh, well, he wants too much money. He deserves it. He beat your ass. Salido deserved it to get paid for that, for his rematch. He whipped that ass. It's two weight champions destroyed the pound for pound gap. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. They don't want to remember that, man. They don't want to remember that. Oh, he's a two-time that destroyed the pound for pound gap. Yeah, but they don't want to remember that. Okay, but he lost to Salido. Don't matter. You don't matter. He lost to him. Man, y'all don't want to remember that. Y'all need to keep that in perspective, man. Terance Crawford has no losses. Period. You know what I mean? Y'all are reaching with this #1 pound for pound Lomachenko thing. Reaching. You know, Max Kellerman had a better argument than the Lomachenko fans for saying that Manny Pacquiao has an argument for all-time pound for pound over Sugar Ray Robinson, which I plan on doing that video, over Sugar Ray Robinson. That argument is, I can't give a fighter #1 for 14 damn fights. 14 fights, and he's never reigned. He's never reigned at a division. You gotta reign, bro. See, Crawford was a reigning champion. You know what I'm saying? You moving so damn fast, you ain't reigning. I mean, it's like a lot of boxers ain't being sealed on Lomachenko and everybody giving them passes. Kids, you know what I mean? Oh, that's cool. All right, fine. He's got to be another great fighter. He ain't done that yet. We waiting on that moment to come. Hopefully him and Mikey Garcia can make it happen, man. But the point I'm trying to make is that, man, Timothy Bradley really pissed me off with this one right here, man. Because I always take up for Tim, and I feel bad now relationship with Tim and Terance, because I didn't find that cool whatsoever. This man is literally in front of crowds of cameras and people over there in the UK, throwing his guy under the bus. He is throwing Terance Crawford under the bus. And it takes Andre Ward to sit here and have to take up for Terance Crawford when everybody knew it should have been Timothy Bradley. Come on, man. Wild is heavyweight. He can't be pound for pound all day. Loma beat a 3, but Crawford didn't have as much amateur fights. That's all we said. That's the balancing act right there. Every time they bring up his speed, oh well, he did it in so fast. Let's not forget he had 397 amateur fights. So those matter. No other fighter usually does that. You know what I mean? You can perceive it as he was and he was this and that. Some will perceive it as he was hiding. He was hiding out for years. Some can perceive it that way. It's up to you. You know, you could say Lomachenko wasn't hiding. No, he could have. Well, why the hell did he stay in the amateurs that damn long? No one asked that question. Mike Tyson was a champion at 19. Look at David Benavidez, champion as a young boy. Tank Davis, champion as a young boy. Shakur Stevenson, going to be a champion at a young boy. Everybody could do it except Vasil Lomachenko. He get to hide it to the amateurs for 397 damn fights. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, Joe. And he come into boxing with his man strength. He come in already, man. Come on, man. I'm not buying this argument, man. Like I say, can Vasil Lomachenko get there? Absolutely. He got work to do. But am I putting him there over Crawford and maybe even Canelo? That's just a stretch for me, man. That's a stretch with 14 fucking fights, man. I just can't, Man, you low-key hating. It's not hating, Ahmed. It's not hating, bruh. It's putting things into perspective. The man got 14 fights, 13-1 with a loss, and y'all are attempting to put him over pound for pound over a undisputed champion with no losses that matches him accomplishment for accomplishment. That's not hate, bro. That's not hate. That's putting things into perspective. That's pouring cold water on the fanboyism. You know what I mean? That's what that's doing. It's pouring cold on all this fucking fanboyism out here, man. That's what it is. And putting Crawford, man. Hey, until somebody got a reasonable argument and not about Lomachenko did it in an X amount of time. Dog, give me his competition level. Has he passed Terance Crawford in accomplishments? Has he beaten better competition consistently than Terance Crawford? These are the questions you got to ask yourself. Not in the amount of time that he did it. That's the dumbest argument ever. And when he got 396 amateur fights, that's dumb. Same way they acting like Fury is a current champion all day. All day. We know what this about, man. Bottom line, Loma is not the #1 pound for pound. He lost. He's still good. I give him top 3 maybe. Now that's more reasonable. Ronnie Boy Fresh says, I just told you the Ukrainian government pay extremely well. Hashtag facts. But that must be what's going on, because there's a narrative being paid for out here, champion. And I ain't feeling it. And I ain't going for it. So it is what it is. But Timothy Bradley ought to be ashamed of yourself, homeboy. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, man. You know, that supposed to be your man right there. That supposed to be your road dog. You don't sit back and throw your road dog under the bus, all just to try to make it, man. You don't sit back and do that. You know what I mean? That was foul. You know what I mean? Okay, so J-Rock should be top 5 pound for pound. He got 1 loss in his unified. Thank you, Wayne Jr. I guess by their argument, Mo. And that's what I be saying, man. The argument don't hold water. Don't hold water. You know, Terance Crawford never gets no credit for his Ricky Burns. When Ricky Burns went on to not only lose his belts to Terance Crawford, but become a champion again after that. He never gets no credit for that win. Y'all don't like to give him credit for that. Oh, that one just gets swept under the rug. You know what I mean? Come on, Joe. Lomachenko is traveling over to the UK to defeat a guy in his backyard. Terance Crawford already did it. Already did it. He went over there and took the belt off Ricky Burns in the UK. Been there, done that. Give me something that Lomachenko is doing that Terance Crawford hasn't done. You can't find it. You're going to say, well, 14 fights. Terance Crawford ain't have 396 amateur fights. Where's Harrison versus Charlo 2? Oh, no, man. Word on the curb is that that thing going down in December. We'll see. Here on the East Coast, man. They talking about putting it on the same card as Hurd and J-Rock, man. If they do that, there's some rumblings about that. If they do that, yo, man, I'm there. I am there. I can't wait till we get that cracking, man. Yeah, man. But, you know, neither did J-Rock beat as many champions. It doesn't matter. Y'all keep saying as many champions. The man did 3 weight classes. He didn't do like 4, 5, 6. Like, he did 3. He did 3 weight. That's been done over and over again. This is nothing new. You already out there. I'm out there too, Ronnie boy. Man, this is nothing new. Give me something new. You know, give me something that these guys haven't done already. Let him at least do it first and then capitalize off that success and then come back and holler at me. That's what I be telling y'all fight fans. Y'all be wanting me to jump out the window for fighters that ain't proved that they ain't done it. Earl Spence Jr. fans, same way. Oh, he's this, he's that. Well, guess what? I haven't seen it yet. The Sean Porter fight should tell me. Then come back and talk to me. Y'all be putting that cart before the horse, man. Show me. Stop just giving out these accolades, man. Like Andre Ward said, the #1 spot is a coveted spot, man. You can't just be throwing that out willy-nilly like that. And to a man who has not surpassed the current #1 guy, it makes no sense to give it to him. And Timothy Bradley, straight sellout. Sellout. And I'm going to leave it there, man. Much love to each and every one of y'all. Hit the thumbs up for me on the way in. You know what I mean? When I get back to the crib, maybe I'll get back on the mic and we can fit this conversation. But this is ridiculous, man. Timothy Bradley, man, I can't believe his position on this, man. I really cannot believe his position. Check it out. It's on Fight Hype, man. Check out the debate between him and Andre Ward. Come back and talk to me and let me know what y'all think about that. Timothy Bradley, bruh, fuck out of here, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Have a blessed one. And I'm going to catch up with y'all a little later. Much love to each and every one of y'all. Much love, man. All day. To the next video. Peace out.